Welcome to Knifeware. Today I'm going to show you how to make sashimi using both deba and yanagiba. Here is the sea bream that I filleted. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this rib cage off, separate them into two pieces, skin them, and show you how to slice like a pro. After you fillet fish, in traditional Japanese way, we leave those rib cages on. So what I'm going to do is to take this rib cage off using a deba. What you want to do is go along the rib cage. As the Japanese knives are not flexible, they are not designed to cut in one slice, but multiple cuts. So you can see. So I took the rib cage off, and the now fillet looks like this. I'm going to cut into a technically three pieces. Having a there is a little line in the middle with a whole bunch of small bones. So what I'm going to do is just cut just above of that the bone line there, and just below to take that bones off. So here is the tiny bit of piece with a whole bunch of bone in it, and nice two pieces of fillet with no bones. What I'm going to do is to skin this piece of fish with using yanagiba. Yanagiba is nice, long, skinny, single bevel Japanese knives designed to cut sashimis and raw piece of fish with, but it's great skinning knife as well. Biggest thing about the Japanese way of skinning is that you're really almost peeling the skin off rather than cutting in between the skin and the flesh. So what I'm going to do is to make a small incision on the tail part here, then scrape, make sure there is enough, and then cut it into kind of in between skin. That's to start. Okay? Then grab the skin pretty good. You probably want to use something like paper towels or some cloth. Then instead of the moving the knife to skin them, you want to just have the knife go back and forth. But mostly you see my left finger just doing this. My knife is basically resting flat pretty much on the cutting board, and I am just doing putting action. You see here, 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 here. So what you ended up is that pretty thin, clean skin like this, and pretty nice piece of fish like this. From here, now you can cut into the smaller pieces like a sashimi. There are two ways to cut the sashimi with. One is called hirazukuri. It's traditionally to cut the little bit thicker pieces of fish, and there's another called usuzukuri. Usuzukuri literally means thin sashimis. So I'll show you both ways here. To hirazukuri, it's very simple. Hold the yanagiba like this. Put the index finger on the spine here. When you're using yanagiba to slice fish, you always want to have it on one long slice. So hirazukuri is to cut from the thicker pieces of fish here, have the heel of the knife here, then you do one nice long slice. One nice long slice. Vertically. That's hirazukuri. It's not necessarily great for the fish like tai because this piece of fish is not as thick. It's great for fish like a yellowtail, great for fish like a tuna. Another technique is called usuzukuri. It's great for fish like a sole, halibut, or the turbot. So usuzukuri usually goes from the tail Again, it's a one slice technique, but you want to have the knife on the angle. Go from the heel and cut all the way this way. Okay? This way. You get a lot bigger pieces, especially because you are making the surface bigger by cutting this way, right? So you get a little bit more bigger pieces like these. This way of cutting is great for a sushi as well. Usuzukuri is this. Hirazukuri is this. Traditionally, the Japanese people, when they are facing a fish, they will stand actually not this way. As you may have noticed, I actually stand this way, so that my knife is basically a perpendicular to the cutting board. Making sushi is an art. It takes a lot of practice to get really good at it. I am not that great, but I wanted to show everyone that this is how it's done properly. If you follow my instruction and practice a lot, you probably get really good at it. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Leave the comment if you have any questions. And also don't forget to check out our website, knifeware.com.